Hey, Top Gun Options traders, Matt Buckley, call sign Wiz, the primary model portfolio manager here at Top Gun Options. And usually this video only goes out to our members, to the folks who are enrolled in our live trade briefs. Every Tuesday morning starting at 0900, we have our primary live trade brief led by me. And on Thursday mornings, we have our intermediate and advanced live trade brief led by Doug Robertson, our volatility arbitrage trader. But I wanted this video to go out to everybody because I can feel a disturbance in the force. I can tell that your neck probably hurts from the whipsaws that are going on in this market. Don't feel bad, and we can help. I wish our markets could have been open yesterday because, Asia rallied. Why? On Spain. So Spain over the weekend came out and said, you know what? We're going to bail out our banks. And what did Asia do? Asia rallied through the roof, and then the U.S. futures were up, and I was chomping at the bit. I'm sitting on the beach yesterday down here in South Florida, going, I wish I could sell the hell out of this rally right now, and I did at the open because, folks, take a look at what happened. This rally faded, didn't it? Huge gap open, up nearly 96 points, and then we sold off. If you believe that rally at the open, you shouldn't be trading options. You shouldn't be trading anything at all. Why? Because, folks, we're in a perverse market right now. And what do I mean by that? The market goes up on horrible news initially, right? Like Bernanke last week, in QE3. The market's rallying on bad news in the hopes that the Fed is going to have to act and come out with another round of quantitative easing. And it came out over the weekend that the number one buyer of U.S. debt, China's up there, has been ourselves over the past couple years. Ladies and gentlemen, we are a snake eating our own tail. And it's going to end horribly for us. I'm telling you, it's going to end horribly. Spain is Europe's fourth largest economy. So they said they're going to bail out their banks. Yay, market rallies. I have a question for you. Who's going to bail out Spain? Who's going to bail out that country? Because right now, their debt, the people who want to buy Spanish debt are getting outrageous returns. And that's bad news. Why? Because no one wants to buy their debt. So who's going to bail out Spain? Spain is rapidly becoming Greece. And guess what, folks? That's going to end poorly as well. We have elections coming up in Greece, I believe June 17th-ish, and it looks like the people that make Obama look conservative are going to win. We had French parliamentary elections over the weekend, and the people underneath Hollande, the socialists that beat out Sarkozy, won. It is going to be an absolute train wreck, ladies and gentlemen, and we're here to help. And I say that literally because a lot of you are just getting shellacked. And let's take a look at the performance of the model portfolio, of the primary model portfolio, since I took it over on March 1st. I started trading the model portfolio on March 1st. Here's today, June 11th. We're up $22,000, let's just say $23,000, folks. Let's round up. And on how much haircut? We're not even using the full amount of our capital. Half of it's in cash. A third of it, let's just say, is in cash. So that's nearly let's just call it a 50% return in about 3 months. Just a little over, let's say 3.5 months. Folks, most hedge funds, if they were up nearly 50% in 3 months, would close down for the year. Literally. These type of returns are nearly unheard of and very hard to get in this type of volatile market. So what do you need to do? You need to go to this page right now. I want you to go to topgunoptions.com/live-trade-briefs. You have got to get airborne with this. And it's sad to say, but a lot of you are really becoming discouraged with the market, whether it's the Facebook IPO or JP Morgan or just a lot of clown cars going on in the market. You really have to, you got to get airborne and watch a professional trader and see how we do it. Take a 14-day test flight with us. If you want to trade with me in the primary live trade brief, just click this button. Obviously, if you want to just trade with Doug and see how he trades volatility arbitrage, do a 14-day trial by clicking this. Or strongly recommended, obviously, you take a look at both of us. tomorrow at 0900 and Doug at 0900. And don't worry, folks, because everything is archived and recorded. You can come onto our site, click Live Trade Briefs, and then you click on Briefs, and you're going to get to have access. And we get emails all the time, or I get folks that say, "Hey, Wiz, I couldn't make it to today's live trade brief, but I watched the recast not only once but about 3 times, and I learned something more each time." Or people who actually attend the live trade briefs say they watch them over and over again, and all you have to do is click here to watch the recast. So, folks, I know it's nuts in the market. I know your neck hurts, but not at Top Gun Options. Based on a $50,000 model portfolio in the past 3 months, a little over 3 months, we've returned nearly, let's just say 45 to 50%. Now, we don't like to tout our performance a lot, but as a guy who, as a former fighter pilot, I like to know everything about my competition, my enemy, what they're doing, how they're doing it, so I can be better. And I can tell you for a fact that I subscribe to other option services, and guess what? They're sending out apology emails for their performance last month. Guess what? May was the worst market performance in 2 years in the market. So let's take a look at how we did in May. May 1st to May 31st. Let's see how our model portfolio did here at Top Gun Options, the primary one. Over 30% in 1 month. Nearly $13,000 was made in the virtual portfolio when people were sending out apology letters or getting their rear ends handed to them. That's superior execution, folks. So I can't drag a horse to water and make him drink, but I'm telling you, for the price of 2 venti upside down caramel macchiatos or a really cheap bottle of wine, maybe a Pinot Grigio there, you can trade live with us for, what's that? That's 2 weeks, 4 times, that's about 8 hours of live trading, and you can potentially see returns like this. And I guarantee you, folks, your neck's hurting. Stop your neck from hurting. Get on board, trade with some professional traders, see how we're doing it. See what our take on Spain is. See, what our take on the fiscal cliff. What's going to happen on January 1st if our politicians do nothing? And I'm telling you, that's what's going to happen. If you're not ready for January 1st, Tax-mageddon, you're in trouble. Okay, folks? So again, I wanted to send this video out to everybody, just not our live trade brief subscribers and traders, because they're seeing this. They're having a blast. And we've had so much fun in the past 2 weeks trading this market because we know exactly what's going on. Sell the hell out of these rallies, get long volatility, and just smile through all this stuff. So when, at a cocktail party, instead of commiserating with your friends going, "Oh yeah, the world's going to hell in a handbasket," you can sit there and smile and go, "Yeah, it might be going to hell in a handbasket, but I'm going to be prepared, and I can potentially make some money off of it." So join me tomorrow morning in our live trade brief, or stop by Doug's on Thursday. Simply go to topgunoptions.com/live-trade-briefs and get airborne today, folks, because again, it's breaking my heart that a lot of you are getting your rear ends handed to you, and it doesn't have to be that way. So Matt Buckley, call sign Wiz with Top Gun Options. Happy hunting. Make sure you hedge, and I hope I see a lot of you tomorrow in my primary live trade brief. I'll see you guys then.